Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Coaches Weekly. I'm CJ Sellner here with head women's soccer coach Al Palar. Coach, first off, congratulations putting up a nearly record-setting win this week. It could have been a couple of matches, but just the one because Mother Nature didn't cooperate. Let's start with that match, 9-0. What are your thoughts and your takeaways?
Thanks, CJ, and thanks for having me here. So over the weekend we traveled to Cleary, Michigan, or to Howell, Michigan, to play Cleary University. Didn't know what to expect from the opponent. I know that 2 years ago the program played them here, lost 2-1, so it was really tough. They canceled their season last year, so it was really tough to kind of get a gauge on the opponent. But either way, a few things that we wanted to focus on was number one, get off to a good start, which I don't think we could have asked for a better start. Scoring a goal in the first 2 minutes and then, going a couple goals up within the first 15, 20 minutes. That kind of relaxed us. And within that, we were able to still, we had two scrimmages where we wanted to try things out. But, having a regular season game where we were able to see things, put people in different positions, early on in the game and see what's going to work best for us going forward was a huge plus for that. But like I said, number one goal for us in that game was to leave with a win and leave healthy, and we accomplished both of those. So I'm very happy about that. And then we talked about the game a little bit as a group, and now our focus sets to Goshen on Wednesday.
How exciting is that as a coach? I mean, only one person in a 9-goal game, only one person had 2 goals. So how does that feel as a coach, knowing that you can have multiple people that can find the back of the net?
Oh, it's extremely exciting, and it's one of the things that I'm happiest about and most looking forward to this season, is knowing that we have 5 or 6 girls that on any given day can score multiple goals or can add their name on the score sheet. I think last year we definitely did not have that luxury, and that had to do with just maybe not having enough talent on the team, but also injuries, and obviously having a stranger with COVID and everything. This year I'm really looking forward to more of a set starting 11, a set 3 or 4 options off the bench coming in every game, and we have that this year. And just the depth that we have on our squad this year it's absolutely a luxury for me to have right now.
What have you learned about your team so far? Obviously, you had the preseason, finally a full preseason.
Yes.
With you at the helm. Now you've had the one match. What have you learned about your team?
Yeah, the biggest difference is this season going in to preseason. Number one, we've added a ton of talent to the team, and number two, these girls really put in the time and the work over the summer to come in to preseason to a point. I don't think that they were absolutely fit, but they were fit to a point where they were able to handle a tough preseason. And then we used those 2 weeks to really get into game shape, game mode. We're there. And it's a big credit to them. Throughout the scrimmages and what I've seen in practice and, our half regular season game and our full regular season game that we were able to play out, I'm really happy with the discipline from them. They've really bought into what we want to do and kind of our team identity, and we've established that early on, and they've really stayed true to that, and that makes me happy because I know it makes me feel like they trust me, they trust what I'm saying, they trust what I'm instructing, and when we make these changes, they have questions, they have they want to understand exactly what their role is, and individually, one by one, we're getting to a point where usually you don't get to this kind of point, this kind of understanding with a team until maybe halfway through the season, and I think we're very close to that kind of form already, which I'm excited about. But that's probably the biggest thing that I've learned is it's a group that's competitive, and it's a group that is willing to do whatever it takes for us to have a successful season.
You talked about it. You have just the one match. You head to Goshen this week. Just kind of your overall thoughts on the match going in.
Again, very similar to kind of the mentality going in against Cleary on Saturday. We don't know much about Goshen. They don't play in our conference. They play in a very competitive conference, in the Crossroads League, and so I know that they compete against some of the best teams in the country every single year. So I know that they're going to compete. I know that that Goshen's going to come out and they're going to give us a challenge 100%. But for us, it's about us, and again, if we can just do the simple things right and do the things that we've been stressing in practice, win or lose, obviously I'll be disappointed if we lose. But as long as we play the way that we want to play, if something doesn't go our way or if we get an unlucky break and we lose that way, we can handle that and move on from it. But I'm just hoping and I'm confident that they will, continue to play the way that we want to play as a group, as we have been. And as long as we can continue to do that, we'll have a successful season for sure.
Coach, good luck this week against Goshen. We look forward to talking to you the rest of the season, getting the inside scoop about your program.
Thank you.
For everyone at home, you can find all the live links to this week's match at gofightingsaints.com/coverage. For head coach Al Palar, I'm CJ Sellner. Thank you for watching Coaches Weekly.